Let's go back to 2012.
Yes.
2012 to 2016, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that time.
Yeah, so it's a crazy time of my life where it's when you see those movies that are made about some of the most elite special forces, special operations of U.S. military. I was always that kid who wanted to be part of it. And then in 2012, I wanted to join the Air Force because Top Gun, and even though Top Gun is Navy, but
Black Hawk Down.
Yeah. So I was like, I went to the Air Force recruiter, and he saw I spoke 6 languages. I could read, write, and I was fluent, like natively. And he was like, you're going to be put in at some desk in the Air Force. Here's something. Call this person. This is a different recruiter. I called him. He's like, didn't give me any information.
Which department was that, or what agency?
It was JSOC. I didn't know. They didn't tell me anything. Like, they were like, come to North Carolina. It's Fayetteville, North Carolina, Fort Bragg. So I go there. I'm there for a month. I get all kinds of tests to basically security clearances and polygraph and all kinds of tests. And then I get shipped to Afghanistan.
How long did that take? The evaluation and the testing?
It was... So I started... So May 25th, I turned 18. May 26th, I graduated from high school. And that's when I applied. And by July, I was in Afghanistan.
Wow. That's quick.
Yeah, it was very quick. So I went to Bagram first. And I saw it looked like basically a city. And then I was there for 2 days. I got the badges and everything. I still don't know what I'm doing.
So after 1 year, you immigrated here. A year later, you went back.
Yes.
Wow.
And I became a citizen actually right away.
Because your parents were here before you were.
Yes. My dad was a citizen. So if you're under 18, you automatically become a U.S. citizen. So I became a U.S. citizen, and I had to be a U.S. citizen to be able to do that job for the security clearance. So I go to Bagram. I still don't know what I'm doing, where I'm going, who I'm working for.
Who are you reporting to?
It's just, it's all JSOC people. But they don't tell you
what JSOC is for the people that don't know.
So Joint Special Operations Command, it's the 3 most elite U.S. military forces fall under that, which is Navy SEALs, Team 6, Delta Force, and Rangers. So those 3 fall under that. And then JSOC itself falls under SOCOM, which is Special Operations Command. And then Special Operations Command has a lot of different other Tier 2. So JSOC is Tier 1, and then SOCOM has a lot of the Tier 2, which is like Special Forces, MARSOC, and also there's Navy SEALs who are not JSOC yet, and there's...
So pretty much from the get-go, you just went
to the top. Top. So, and the reason I went there, because there was a need for somebody who could speak that language, and I'll explain that in a little bit, why that was so important to them. So then they put me on a charter flight, like a small private plane from Bagram to this province called Kunduz. It's in northern Afghanistan in the mountains, and it's a small FOB, which means forward operating base, where a lot of these special forces operate from, because they're in the heart of where the most strongholds for terrorists are. So I go there, and then I didn't. So everything I had seen in movies and stuff, it's like you see these young privates, and they have like really short hair, fully clean shaved, like looking like they're kids. So I go there, and everybody has a fist length beard.
Wow.
They all have beard, and almost all of them have gray hair.
And they're old.
They're old. They have gray beards, some graying beards, and really fist long beards, and basically like huge.
That tells me you were somewhere very, very important with some important people.
So I get there, and I'm like, holy shit. So so I go to the person the first place I got there was the detention center where they were holding all of the people they were capturing. So my job initially was to translate all of the documents that they were getting out of the targets. And the guy who was in charge of that facility takes me to the gym first. And he's like, every day you're going to come to the gym. And he's like, you're going to grow your beard, and every day you're going to come to the gym. And I was like, okay. And
did you ask him why? Why grow a beard?
He didn't say anything. He's just like, you're going to grow your beard, and you're going to work out here every day. And then he takes me to the dining facility. And you see the dining facility, it's like there's this huge fridge, a 2-door, and it's stacked.
With everything.
With everything.
American.
Stacked with everything. A lot of protein. So he's like, you're going to come here every day and drink all the protein, and you're going to drink a lot of water. And then we go to the doctor and the PA. Mm-hmm. And he's like, and you're going to talk to him how you're going to like do all of this. And so they start basically training me. Then he takes me and gives me night vision goggles, helmet, body armor, uniform.
This is a movie already.
Yeah. So everything. And then I go to the range. I get trained in weapons. I get trained in getting on helicopters, getting off helicopters, all of that. And then a month later, someone that I have never talked to comes in. And the guy who was in charge of the facility, he goes to him, and he's talking to this guy as if like this beard guy is his boss. And he's like, yeah, and then he comes to me and he's like, Safi, you're going to go with these guys now. So I go, and this is Delta Force.
And you're 18.
I'm 18.
Jesus Christ.
So he's like, we're going to go on a mission tonight, and you're going to come with us. It's going to be fine. We're going to guide you through everything. And
was your heart coming out of your chest?
It's a little bit crazy that the adrenaline was pumping. I was really, because I had been seeing these guys for a month now, that every time they came to the chow hall, everybody else left.
But you've never been on a mission before.
Never been on a mission. I hadn't talked to these guys. There were 30 of them. So a team of Delta guys usually has forces. Yeah. So they have about 30 guys. So they would come to the gym. When they worked out at the gym, nobody else worked out at the gym.
Oh, wow.
When they were at the chow hall eating, nobody else was eating there.
What about you? Were you able to eat with them?
Well, I wasn't part of the team yet.
Okay, got it.
So when I became part of the team, I became part of it. And there was a reason for that. There was a reason, because they could be going on a mission at any time. They were ready 24/7, and they could be on target in 15 minutes. So if they were going to if they needed to eat, they needed to work out first. They needed to get all of those things out of the way to be able to go on a mission. It wasn't being asshole or they were better than anyone else. I mean, they were better than everyone else, but it wasn't discrimination. It was more practical. So then I become part of. So the first night I go. And it's the first time I get to use goggles. I get on a helicopter and go to the mission. And the guy who was in charge of the holding facility that night, he comes out with us as well, as basically like to be with me,
Mm-hmm.
and then me and him basically go to the target and interrogate all the people that are on target. And that was the last time he came with me. After that, every mission we went on, I was the one going there and asking everybody
The targets
questions. I was interrogating
You were
all
the
of those people.
interpreter pretty much, and
Yeah. I was the interrogator for all of those guys on target.
wow.
And they started to
have
trust me more
value
and more and
targets?
more. Yes, high value targets. They started to trust me more and more and more. And I became a very valuable member of the team. I became jacked. I grew up full beard. I didn't touch my beard or my hair for 9 months before I came for a vacation.
Did you have to dress like the locals?
There were different missions. We sometimes, if we were going at nighttime to just basically full military operation, we went in full military gear with helicopters and all the support.
Wow.
Or if we were going as locals, we were basically going in station wagons. That's basically the typical vehicle that you would drive in Afghanistan. We'd go in local clothes in a station wagon.
I'm loving your story.
Yeah, thank you. So you would go in that vehicle, and basically, that was surveillance, basically. So you waited outside and watched the guys and collected information and waited until the target came and you grabbed them.
Are you able to name any names that you interrogated?
No,
Okay.
because that would be a breach of confidentiality agreement.